It's been a while since we've talked. So the truth is I took a little bit of time off of YouTube to sort of regain my mental health. A few things have been coming up in this month of June are sort of really important, and I sort of burnt out again, and that's why I needed to take some time off to kind of just rejuvenate myself and get myself back to a point where creating wasn't such a difficult thing for me. Let's talk about that. And that's sort of the short version of the story. You know, I have a tendency to burn out. I burn out every about 2 months, and it's really not good for me, both emotionally and physically. I find that at some point I crash because I just have so much on my plate all the time. You know, there came a point where I had to just step away from it and reevaluating what I'm doing here and how I'm doing it. I am a one-man show. I do shoot all my vlogs all by myself. I do shoot all my magic videos all by myself. I edit all those all by myself. At some point, it gets exhausting because add on top of that, working full-time as a plumber, working out as well, add all those things together in conjunction with one of my other passions, which is music, which I haven't been able to put a lot of time into. And you have a formula where you're constantly busy and your burnout rate is absolutely too high, essentially. We're heading out to Tim Hortons. I'm gonna grab myself a tea, my dad a mocha ice cap, and my wife another tea as well. My mom doesn't want anything. That's the game plan. Let's go. So let's go to the studio and have a bit of a chat. So here I am in my studio. We just finished having coffees and all that stuff. So I've been finding it really hard to get content out to you guys. I think that's because on top of doing a vlogging channel, I also started this whole magic channel business that I'm doing right now. I have a website that I developed. It's got a couple of products on it, but it's not nearly where it should be. But in doing that, I sort of opened up a can of worms that I don't know if I was really ready for, and it just sort of made me realize how much work is actually involved in running an online shop. My channel's sitting at 125 subscribers after only 5 videos, and that for me is an indication that it's working. But it's just not where it needs to be. On top of all of that, a lot of things with the coffee shop that Charity runs, a lot of things are changing right now. And a couple of things came through and a couple of things are still in the loop that we need to wait for to see what our lives are going to look like after the month of June. June seems to be this critical month where a lot of things are happening that we don't know what our lives will entail after this. So it's been a high stress sort of couple of months, and I think my burnout came during a time where this was all occurring, and I had to put everything away. You know, it was regretful doing it, but in doing so I was also able to reflect on what's going on and where I need to be. And here's what I came to realize. In the past few weeks when I have taken time off of YouTube, I strictly sort of gravitated towards doing music, and that's when I had a little bit of an epiphany. And I realized that I really need to be spending my time on music. With the help of my wife and my friends, I came to realize that there's something about music that absolutely terrifies me. And I think that's because you are getting unhinged, raw Kenny Molotov through my lyrics. So it's something that's really important to me. And that's, I think, why I've been in a really weird way running away from it. And that's where I need to be. That's what I need to be doing. And that's the game plan as of right now. You know, I'm still gonna keep vlogging. I'm still gonna be doing the magic channel, but I'm gonna search for help with that. If everything comes through with this coffee shop, I should be in a position where I can hire help. And if that's the case, then I hopefully will not have to burn out every couple of months, because it's not right, you know? Burning out is a terrible thing in and of itself. Burning out multiple times a year is an indication that something's wrong. And the problem is that when the burnout comes, it always comes at a cost of my mental health. So in other words, it's not that I'm just burning out, it's accompanied with depression. I get very, very depressed. I feel like nothing's getting done. I burn out, and then I have to build myself back up again to the point where you see me now, where I seem alright, but I was a mess these past few weeks. I was an absolute wreck, you know? Taking time off was crucial for me. And I suggest to anybody out there, if you're dealing with anything like this, taking time off might be the one thing that you need. You know, catch up on your sleep, allow everything to settle, and then start analyzing and deciding on how to make sure it doesn't happen again. That's what I suggest if you've ever dealt with this before or you're dealing with it now. So initially I was gonna stop the video at that, just have a heart-to-heart with you guys. But I got a call from a friend of mine named Jack. Now, I worked at Tip Top Tailors for almost like 8 years or something like that. I worked there a little bit in high school, and then after that, I worked there for another 5 or 6 years in my university years. Even when I stopped university, I was still working there. Jack is someone very close to me that I don't see very often. A couple of weeks ago, when I had taken time off of YouTube, he had asked my dad and I to come in and do some repairs at his house for plumbing, and that's what I ended up doing. So he's got a problem today that he called me for. He said, look, there's an emergency. One of the things that we had worked on actually burst, and it needs to be repaired right now. So I'm gonna go to Jack's right now, I'm gonna repair it, and then I'm gonna continue on my Saturday. Let's hope everything goes smoothly. Oh, and by the way, my wife's coming with me. Just gonna call Jack and tell him that we're on our way. Jack, it's Ken, how are you? Okay, I just wanna let you know we're gonna head out now. We should be there in about a half an hour to 45 minutes or something like that. Does that work with you? Alrighty, see you soon, okay? Alright, bye-bye. So I just, in order to check if the alarm was on, I hit my dad's truck and the alarm went off actually. So it was on, but we're good now, we're ready. You remember this one, don't you? Say hi to the peeps. That's nice. Okay, I just did a scene. I'm gonna take you back about 30 seconds, right? Okay, we'll be arriving at Jack's in 3, 2. This is Jack's house.
You look great.
Jack Rugavere, look at him. I used to work with this guy. How many years did we work together?
Probably 5.
That's it? No, it was at least 8. Okay, we're going inside. I don't know if you're allowed in yet. Jack, can I bring the guys? No, you're not allowed in. Sorry, guys. Okay, so Jack is allowing me to record, but he just doesn't want to be in the video, that's all. So I just want to show you guys, this is a floor drain primer right here. This little piece in the middle. we found out that it's a bit brittle and it actually broke into pieces. It broke in half. So we had to come down for a long section and find out if the rest of it was brittle. Right now it seems really malleable, so it's okay. We're gonna replace it and essentially just take the compression coupling and put it a bit further up and then reconnect it just right there. And now we're gonna test it. Okay, we're leaving. Bye, Jack.
Take care.
See you later. And just like that, we are done.